If selling feels like trying to climb a greased pole, I've got news for you. It doesn't have to. Sales can feel easy, natural, and even fun once you understand a few key principles. Today, I'm going to show you how to shift your approach so that you can start closing deals without feeling pushy or desperate. If you're here to grow your business, hit that subscribe button. It helps this channel grow, and the more we grow, the more I can bring more value to you. Hi, I'm Mombi, and I help women entrepreneurs transform their passions into thriving businesses. I've done e-commerce, hosted workshops, and even co-founded 2 film festivals. And along the way, I've learned one universal truth about sales in the digital space. The less you focus on selling, the more successful you will be. Today, I'm sharing the strategies that changed the game for me and for the women that I've coached over the years. These principles work whether you're selling services, coaching, or products. Let's get into it. Here's the truth no one wants to admit. Most people hate selling because they're doing it wrong. You're walking into every conversation with a mindset that screams, please buy from me. And whether you realize it or not, people can sense that energy. Desperation is not just unattractive, it's downright repellent. Let's pause for a moment. Think about a time when someone tried to sell you something and it felt off. Maybe they were overly eager or they kept pushing even after you said no. How did that make you feel? Annoyed, uncomfortable, ready to bolt? That's exactly how your audience feels when you approach sales with a please buy mindset. Now imagine flipping the script. Imagine walking into a conversation completely detached from the outcome. You're not there to close anyone. You're there to listen, to understand, and to genuinely help. When you stop focusing on what you need and start focusing on how you can serve, everything changes. Conversations flow more naturally. People feel seen and heard. And trust me, when people feel seen, they're far more likely to say yes. Let me take some of the pressure off right now. Sales is a numbers game. For every 10 conversations you have, maybe 2 people will say yes. That's your ratio. It's not personal. It's not a reflection of your worth. It's just math and assuming that you have a great product or a great service. The problem is most people take every no as a sign that they are failing. They get discouraged, they stop showing up, and they sabotage their own success. Here's the mindset shift you need. Every no is a stepping stone to your next yes. Instead of fearing rejection, embrace it, celebrate it, because every conversation, whether it ends in a sale or not, is part of the process that gets you closer to your goals. But here's where it gets exciting. You can improve your averages. You can shift the odds in your favor without doubling your efforts. How, you might ask? By warming people up before you even start the conversation. Most entrepreneurs make the mistake of trying to build trust and close the deal in the same conversation. That's like meeting someone at a party and immediately asking them to move in with you, or even worse, to marry you. Please don't do that. It's way too much, way too soon. Pre-indoctrination is all about building trust and educating your audience before you make an offer. It's about showing up consistently, sharing value, and positioning yourself as the person they can trust to guide them. And there are several ways that you can do this. You can teach them something valuable. Think about the biggest pain points your audience is facing. Are they struggling to get clients? Teach them a simple way to attract leads. Are they overwhelmed by time management? Share a tip that's worked for you. When you give people a quick win, even something as simple as a mindset shift, they start to see you as someone who understands their struggles and can help them succeed. Being relatable also builds trust. Share your own journey. Talk about your failures, your lessons, and the obstacles you've overcome. People don't connect with perfection. They connect with humanity. For example, when I started e-commerce, I had no clue what I was doing. I was juggling everything from logistics to marketing to ticket sales, and it was overwhelming. But through trial and error, I learned how to simplify and delegate. Sharing those lessons now helps my audience see that I've been where they are and that I know how to get them to where they want to go. And then you will also need to be consistent. Trust is not built in a single conversation. It's built over time. Show up regularly, whether it's through videos, emails, or social media posts, and let your audience see that you're committed to their success. When you educate first, selling stops feeling like selling. It becomes a natural extension of the trust you've already built. So how else can you plant that seed before you sell? By thinking like a farmer, also known as the power of patience. Let me tell you a secret. Success in sales and in business is not about quick wins. It's about planting seeds. Every piece of content you create, every conversation you have, every tip you share, it's a seed. And just like in farming, some seeds will sprout quickly while others will take time. But here's the thing. You have to keep caring for that seed. You can't plant a seed today and expect a full-blown harvest tomorrow. You have to water it, you have to nurture it, and trust the process. The mistake most entrepreneurs make is giving up too soon. They post a few videos, send a few emails, and when they don't see immediate results, they stop. But the truth is, success comes to those who are consistent. Think about the entrepreneurs you admire. Do you think they got to where they are by showing up once in a while? Of course not. They showed up every single day, even when no one else was watching. They planted seeds, nurtured them, and trusted that the harvest would come. Why do most entrepreneurs chase customers away? You're in too much of a hurry. You're trying to sell before you've built a connection, and it's driving people away. Think about it. Would you trust someone who walked up to you on the streets and said, "Hey, I've got these amazing products, or I've got something amazing for you. Give me $1,000 right now"? Probably not. But what if the same person spent weeks or months getting to know you? What if they shared tips, stories, and advice that genuinely helped you? By the time they made you an offer, you'd probably be interested or even excited to hear more. That's the power of patience. Stop rushing the process. Focus on building trust, and the sales will follow. Something else that entrepreneurs should know is that you need to stop convincing and start persuading. Here's a hard truth. Convincing is what bad salespeople do. Persuasion is what great salespeople do. Convincing is about pushing. It's about trying to change someone's mind. Persuasion is about alignment. It's about showing someone that their goals and your solutions naturally fit together. And the key to persuasion is asking better questions. What's the biggest challenges? What are the biggest challenges you're facing right now? What would it mean for you to solve that? What's been holding you back? When you ask the right questions, people feel heard. They open up. And suddenly the conversation shifts from "why should I buy this?" to "how can I make this work?" Lastly, you serve first and sell later. This is the foundation of everything I do. People buy from people they trust, and trust is built through service. That's why I focus on creating content that helps my audience, whether they buy from me or not. I might share a tip on finding clients, a mindset shift for overcoming self-doubt, or a strategy for scaling business. Here's what happens when you show up to serve. People start to feel like they owe you. They think, if this person is helping me this much for free, imagine what I would get if I work with them. That's when selling becomes easy. You're not chasing people, they're coming to you. So here is what I want you to do. Detach from the outcome. Stop worrying about whether someone will buy. Focus on serving. Track your numbers. Know how many conversations you're having, how many offers you're making, and how many deals you're closing. Use the law of averages to your advantage. The next thing you need to do is to create consistent content. This can be video, audio, or written. Educate, inspire, and build trust with your audience before you ever make an offer. Then ask better questions. Sales is not about talking, it's about listening. Let your audience guide the conversation. If you take these steps, you'll not only transform your sales, you'll transform your business. And that's what I want you to do. And if this video has given you value, hit that subscribe button. Let's grow together, one sale at a time. Remember, every piece of content you create, every conversation you have, every seed you plant, it all adds up. So keep planting, keep showing up, and trust the process. The harvest is waiting.